Well, thanks, James, for taking your time out of your day to come and chat with me a little bit about Alpha.
Happy to be here, Sean.
I appreciate it. So just a few questions for you. Just let me know, how did you even come to Alpha?
Well, it's funny. My wife, Marie, had gone to Alpha already, and she was encouraging me to come, but at the same time not pushing me too much. A friend of ours, who's also a member of this church, JF, as people might know, he kept asking me. He kept encouraging me. And
oh, JF, I know JF.
Yeah. Eventually, one day, he was like, "James, you got to come." And I said, "You know what? Next time around, I'm going to come."
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So you've gone through Alpha. Tell me a little bit about how its impact on you. How did it impact you?
One of the biggest things is that I gained the confidence to pray out loud. Something I've never done ever in my life, actually. And being a host helper for a small group, I had an opportunity one night to lead prayer, and I took it, although I was quite nervous and scared. And it really became a big epiphany for me that once you put voice to something, it becomes more real, it becomes more in your face, more relevant, as opposed to it running through your head and getting mixed up in all the other thoughts.
And James, I remember that night too, because all the weeks leading up to it, I remember like we would always gather before Alpha and post Alpha, and we would pray together as a team. And I remember that night because you were so eager, you raised your hand, you said, "I think I'd like to pray." Yeah. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, it was after having that experience with a small group, and just feeling that, the presence of the Lord in our lives, and just feeling that presence that night, I felt like, okay, let's keep this going. Like I'm gonna volunteer to pray in our meetup afterwards to talk, and so I took that opportunity.
Oh, that is awesome. So I know on April 3rd, we're getting started on Alpha. For those people who may have never taken Alpha or kind of on the fence about, like, what would you say to somebody who's considering taking Alpha?
What's stopping you? It's
As
that
simple as
simple.
that.
It's that simple. I mean, it's an evening, it's a couple hours out of an evening once a week. At HopeCity, you're receiving a meal as well. So, I mean, who likes to go out Mondays to start with? And then just the people I've met throughout Alpha and friendships that I've built, it really surprised me.
Oh, that is so good. Well, James, thank you so much for adding that and telling a little bit about your story. We all have got stories, and I'm glad that you are a part of the team. So thanks for joining us.
Hey, Sean, I'm happy to help out.
All right.
Thanks, man.